beautiful friends. Welcome to my channel. It's Sean from Sean K Beauty. Hopefully you'd like, subscribe, and share, and follow me on Instagram at Sean K Beauty. On Instagram, I'm doing a lot of fashion. Some of you really love fashion, and so it's heavily fashion over there, and really visiting some luxurious places and doing reviews of those places. So if you like stuff like that, definitely follow me on Instagram. Over here on YouTube, I'm going to do heavily the skincare reviews because a lot of you still want me to bring my science to that. But you've also asked me to bring some fashion over here too. So I've been doing shorts of me doing fashion, and also I've been doing makeup tutorials and makeup reviews still on this channel. So YouTube for my makeup lovers and also for my skincare lovers, you can find that heavily over here. But if you're into fashion, follow me on YouTube Shorts. Definitely follow me here still, but heavily on Sean K Beauty on Instagram. Just to give you guys some context of what I'm doing right now and how I'm trying to rebrand myself, and also giving you all what you want. And that's always been my stance with my channel. I want to meet what my subscribers want. And in this video, another subscriber asked, can you give your eyebrow tutorial? Because I literally love your eyebrows and I want to learn how to do mine. So I'm much obliged to do that as well. Let's get into this video because I'm taking you on a charity event journey with me, and I met Kerry Washington, beautiful person. I'm reading her book right now, Thicker Than Water, and yes, it is a good book. It's intense, but it's really a good book. So walking you through the tutorial of doing my brows, I actually have been using the espresso stick, which is a contour product from Fenty. Now, of course, you can use your products for multiple things. My brush of choice is the Scott Barnes number 59 brush. This is angled. What I really love is using this side to start up underneath and draw my brows out, and then go to the top and draw my brows out. Then I will go in and fill in with this product. So I'm using a contour sculpting product to contour and sculpt my brows, which only makes sense. And this is great too for those days when you don't have a sharpener for your pencil, or you don't have a brow pencil, or you don't want to mess with eyeshadow. And that's literally what happened to me one day. All my brow pencils needs to be sharpened, especially my Gucci one that I love so much. And I was like, okay, well, let's look at my collection and see what I have, especially with you all knowing that I travel a ton. This was there, and I'm like, okay, it only makes sense for me to use a contouring product to sculpt out my brows, because this is to sculpt out the face. And that's literally how I stumbled on this product. Another reason why I love this too is because the hue of brown that I get with having light hair really works beautifully, as you can see here. And I swatched it on the back of my arm. Now the learning curve with this, my friends, is that you've got to move fast, because this dries down like crazy. And not so much with the brows, but I wouldn't give yourself a huge window with the brows. I would just get to carving them out and filling them in, and then clean it up with concealer. What I also love about revisiting this product too is that I've been doing a lot more contouring. I've been wanting a glamorous look, but I don't want it to be sharp or very contrasting. I want a soft glam look that's glamorous. Does that make sense? Not so much subdued in the look, but one that is like, oh wow, what are you wearing? What is that, that you have on? And I have a lot of friends that have been asking me about my makeup of late because I've changed up my makeup technique. Now, the lipstick that I'm wearing in this video is from Charlotte Tilbury. This is Pillow Talk. I love this lipstick. It is a beautiful nude, absolutely glorious. Brown, burgundy, light brown like the cork from MAC, or even the Pillow Talk lip liner. I use 3, I think that number is 3. It is so good with this. So that's what I'm wearing, because I know somebody's gonna ask me, so I'm letting y'all know. But when it comes to contouring and highlighting, what I have been using is lighter products around my eyes, forehead, over here by my chin, and over my mouth. The reason why I'm doing that is because I'm taking a lot of photos. So I want those places that I've highlighted to really leap forward. And the places that I've added brown contour, bronzer, blush, I want that to be contrasting with the light color, so it gives me a chiseled, streamlined look to my face, and it also changes my face shape. I also take the Fenty down my nose, and after I blended this out, I go in and I use the bronzer on top of that. So I'm really getting a chiseled look. Now I like to bend my head when I'm contouring because I want to make sure that my nose and everything looks really, really sharp. Scott Barnes says razors, razors. So that's what you're seeing here. And when I'm setting the bright areas, I'm using the Laura Mercier banana powder. I am so glad that I get shop my stash. So friends, what I love to do is when there's a sale at Sephora, I will grab multiples of what I really love, because I do know that there's going to be a moment when I run out of, and I'm going to need to revisit with those favorites. And I don't want to go to Sephora because, again, I'm always on the go. It's easier for me to go home, shop my stash, and I'm on the road again. So that's a tidbit for somebody who travels a lot. You know, take advantage of the VIB sales and get what you need so that when you're ready and you've run out of, you can go right inside your arsenal and just pick it up. I just go right into my beauty room, grab what I need, and keep it moving. So I'm taking you all into the rest of the video where you actually get to see how I finish off the look and also the journey to the charity event. Okay, we're gonna go in with the BR 152 from Chanel. This is a foundation plus powder. I take this on top of the contoured areas. This warms up things for me, and I love to wear a lot of powder. I know this looks a little bit harsh. I'm gonna blend everything out. I promise you it's gonna come together beautifully. I go on top of that powder with the bronzer from Gucci. This is number 5. I take that at temples, around the forehead, into the cheekbones, down the jawline, and it helps to elongate things. I also take this down the nose on top of the contour that I did with the Fenty because I want a more sharpened look. Bending the head allows for me to elongate the nose and really sculpt up my face the way that I want to. Again, this is strategic for days when you're doing, you know, photos, etc. And you really want your face to, you know, be the focal point in your photo. I'm going to use this Aqua Foundation Illuminator. This is from Kogendo. You all, I'm in love with this. So sometimes I use my fingers, which I've been really learning how to do. Getting it on the tip of my nose and then down my nose. Just take this and I just start pounding away on top of it, honestly. That's just really what it is. I just make sure that it is really well blended. And it seems intimidating because it is a liquid, but it works really great. So we're gonna go into Gucci Warm Berry. This has become my favorite, and as you can see, this is fantastic. Just taking this on top of the bronzer. This mixture with the bronzer from Gucci as well as the contour, it's beautiful. Now I'm gonna blend all of these together. I'm gonna marry this with my powder brush. For highlight, we're going in with the Estee Lauder, my favorite, one of my favorite brands. If you've been with me for a while, you know this is my OG brand. And I'm just going to highlight right on top of, and of course I highlighted my imperfection there, but it's okay, it's life. And woo, okay, so yeah, I'm like right in your face, but don't worry, I'm toning all of this down when I put face powder on top of it. Now I want to show you all how I created this look that a lot of people kept asking me about. So the first thing I'm going to do, this is my Chanel Le Quatre Ombre. This is the 268 Count d'Oeil Experience. This is just a beautiful compact. If you're looking for an everyday compact, this is it. I'm gonna go in with the brown shade just to warm that transition area up. because what I am going to do is brighten up my lid with a beautiful red shade. I am in love with this eyeshadow palette. With my fingers, I'm going into this red shade right here. And this is creating the base before I put on my Pat McGrath. So just lay in the base with this red shade. Now this is great if you just want a very subtle look during the daytime, but because I'm going to a luncheon, I want to have a more pronounced look because I am taking photos. So as you all can see, this is gorgeous. Going in with Pat McGrath, I did this at a VIP reception and the ladies asked if I could recreate this look. So here I am recreating the look, and hopefully I helped the person that asked me about my doing a tutorial on the brows using the Fenty Beauty. So you see Auntie Pat is fire, but even when you're putting it on, it's gonna be messy because you're using your fingers, you're not really using a brush. And I'm no makeup artist, you all, so please go easy on me. I do love beauty and I've been learning my face for the longest period of time. But one of the things that I'm realizing is that everybody does their makeup or needs to do their makeup when they realize the shape of their face, you know? Coming into the knowledge of your face shape and highlighting those points and looking at what works and going with that is the key. This is a specialty event, so it's gonna take some time. And that's why I really love vlogs, because it's not as streamlined. I'm gonna go in with my Kogendo. I love my Kogendo brushes. This is like a corner highlight brush. Going in my Soft Glam palette, this shade right here, it's like a white shade. Just want to highlight in here, and I'm going to show you guys. I saw Rihanna with this look. I go in with my brush and I clean this up back into this powder on the areas that we contoured, that we use bronzer, because again, we want to warm this up. We want things to look cohesive. I'm grabbing all of my Kogendo products out, but not sponsored, but this is amazing. I love this mascara. I talk about it a ton. This is in, I think this is in the shade Indigo, but I'm just prepping my lashes for falsies because I am wearing falsies today. And I'm also gonna tone down my bottom lash line with an eyeliner. I'm just gonna take this to the bottom. We're going in with the Valentino dual-ended liquid liner. I'm just gonna take this. This is a nice black shade, and I'm just doing short strokes right into my waterline. I do have Trish McAvoy, but I don't have a sharpener, so I'm gonna have to go in with a liquid liner just to give me more depth to my eye. Got lashes ready, and we are going to look down like I've always done in my tutorials. You want to look down. You definitely want to straighten out the backbone so it can really be one that is easy to manipulate when you get it onto the eye. And I'm going to set this in the middle, but bringing it mostly inward to my tear duct. Of course you can use tweezers to do this, or you can use your fingers, but look at that. It makes a world of difference. And sometimes I use a blow dryer on low, or sometimes I just use paper or my hands and just fan it so it can stay in place. And this glue that I'm using is the Duo glue. It is this one right here. I'll leave it down below. And I'm just gonna go into the next side and do the same thing. Make sure you clamp your lashes, your natural lashes, onto the lash band when you have it on. Now, I'm gonna go on top of, going back into my Valentino, I'm gonna go on top of this and just conceal. I'm gonna do a little bit of my hair, like kind of fluff up the curls a little bit more. Get my clothes on. I'll show you guys the finished look when I'm done, what it looks like. But I feel like if I talk through getting dressed, It's gonna slow me down more, and I really have to call my Uber to come and pick me up. And I won't lie, it's hot in here. I had to turn the AC off because it's super duper loud, but now I need the AC back on because it is about 93 degrees today, and it's burning up. I mean, it's fall, but it's not a cool fall like I was expecting it to be. Gave me a little bit of a wing on the side. A lot of attention will be to the eyes, which I really do want. So yeah, I'm gonna get dressed and I'll show you guys the finished look. Before I forget, I'm going in with the Urban Decay All-Nighter Setting Spray. I can't find my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Filter. That would be the one that I would have pulled, but I'm just gonna let this dry down. So letting this dry down and then put on my clothing. Oh, my lips, for my lips, I'm going to use this Chestnut from Chanel as my lip liner. It's beautiful. Lipstick of choice is Valentino. They have my name, Shawn K Beauty, on the back. I think I showed this a few times on my channel. Get this right in the middle. This is gonna be a good mix. I've done this before. Beautiful. 111A is the color here. I will leave it down below, but it's just a really good shade.